We are live. So no swearing. Well, not a lot of swearing. All right. So today we're going to be talking about using AI art, which is kind of blowing up right now. Using this in just basically using it in general and how it can apply to game development as well. There's not going to be coding so much, but we will kind of go through kind of how this works at a high level. So if you're familiar with the various apps that have come out in the last year or so, like Wombo is the first one I remember seeing. Midjourney recently has been blowing up on Discord. Disco Diffusion, we'll go over that a little bit. And Dolly 2, and Dolly Mini. We'll go through a little bit of that and how that works. And it is basically two parts. The first part is a text prompt that you give the application. Then the AI will take that prompt and generate an image from that prompt. So the way this kind of two general technologies going on here. For the prompt recognition, that's like kind of your standard natural language processing that has kind of been around for a decade or so. I don't know if you've heard of GPT and GPT-3. I think that is Google or OpenAI. I forget which, but it's a language model that is basically trained on the internet to recognize English phrases. And it does this basically through, they call it tokenizing your phrase. And let's see, does it say in here? This is from OpenAI.com, and this is clip is how it does its text processing. It's no, not collaborative. I never get this right. Contrastive language image pre-training. So what this does is this will take your prompt, your text that you put in, and then it trains it against these various image sets. Some of these, I think all of these are just open source image sets for image AI training specifically. So you'll see some of these data sets again, because this is also what it uses to generate images from as well. Sure.
Quick question.
Yo.
Have you heard of AIs that can make models?
3D models? Yes, there are a few. We'll look at what it actually looks like when you do that. But it is basically will take a point cloud in 3D and then kind of shape it into a three-dimensional image through voxels.
There was a level 8 article on 3D AI generation. I'm not sure if it's just a prompt given or if it was a different AI thing. But it's on.
Yeah, I've got a couple of links here for that as well. They have a GitHub repo as well. It's pretty neat. It's not quite at the resolution that people probably want, but it will probably get there in the next couple of years. So we can look at tokenizing here. And let's just show an example here real quick on how the AI actually looks at words. And in general, we can blow this up a little bit. In general, your words will get broken up into basically syllables, usually four-ish characters at a time, and it will take these tokens and then it will, depending on what you're actually doing with it, it will give out parts of speech and whatnot for these different words and phrases. So you'll have like for this here, words would be like the subject of this sentence. And then map would be the verb. So if you take this, many words map to one token, that's a sentence that it can actually recognize and do stuff with. Generally, we're not going to be dealing with like giving commands specifically to the AI, but this is kind of just what it looks like to the computer. The other thing that we need to keep in mind is how it will encode an image, and your text will get encoded like the tokenizing that we saw, but your image also gets encoded, and it's encoded in these vector. I think they're also called tensors as well, which is where the TensorFlow comes from, which is Google's like cloud Python engine training thing. So basically what this will do is this matches your text to an actual image. So when it's training, you'll feed it images of dogs or bananas, and you tell it this is a banana, and you feed it all the bananas on the internet. And then eventually you'll be able to reverse that and say, when I want a banana, it will kind of, we'll get to diffusion in a second, but it will work backwards to what your prompt is. These are some of the different image sets that this is actually trained on, which is, YouTube.
I'm like, whoa.
That's a fancy guacamole.
Probably not. I don't know, actually. We can Google image search.
Yeah, it look like mac and cheese out of the bottle, a fancy mac and cheese. I just really want to know what this came from.
Apparently there's a lot of them you can find shaped guacamole if you want it. Yeah.
Okay.
Just threw it in a can. All right. So basically there's these different image sets that the AI gets trained on, and that will dictate how your prompts get translated. So if you have a garbage image set, you'll get garbage output. It is efficient, but there is some problems with this in that it is trained on the internet. So it has some racial biases as well, which, when you start hearing about ethics in AI, this is the kind of thing that people are actually talking about. So if you type in a criminal, what does that spit out? Yeah, you can use your imaginations there. So that's something that Midjourney and DALL-E and all that's why these things aren't public, because they are curating for that kind of thing as well. Midjourney is in open beta. DALL-E 2 is not. I don't have access to that. I think you had access to that, Cat.
I had some weird. I don't think it was the image generation. It was some weird like sentence.
Oh.
Dolly too. I'm like, I just want to generate images. Where do I go? So I don't know what access I have. I have some sort of Dolly 2 access to sentences.
Okay.
I know there's also a lot of ethics issues with like chat AI.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I remember that. What her name was?
Vox has a good breakdown of like the AI art thing. It's like a very simple video. But they have like an AI art video.
Hmm.
I really forgot what that. Yeah, move on. Oh yeah, that there was an AI on Twitter that was like very pro fascist. I don't keep it at that.
Wait, was this the AI that was like fed all this information and started to cause a lot of problems?
Yeah, it said a whole bunch of stuff that should not be said.
Yeah.
Yeah. We
Yeah.
want to keep this Twitch stream up.
I think that one was like specifically trained like on Reddit and like pure like Reddit posts,
Wow.
and it got bad. It got bad.
Really bad.
But
I have, but it was a girl AI, so
There was like a Korean
so
Yeah.
take that how much you know the term AI instant was termed about like a woman who couldn't like get a boyfriend, so yeah, so they call it involuntary celibate.
so these are also another of the algorithms that these use. This one is what DALL-E used. DALL-E came out early last year, was DALL-E 1, and then DALL-E 2 got released earlier this year. Well, I guess it got revealed. We can't actually use it openly just yet. But it uses this VQVAE. I'm not even going to remember what that is. I know it's like vector quantized variant something or other. It's here somewhere. Quantized variational autoencoder.
guacamole.
Yeah, they really like avocados.
They have the avocado doll.
So this article here is just goes through like some of the math that is actually involved in generating these images and stuff. We're not going to go all into that right now. It's just kind of a visualization of the neural networks that go into encoding and decoding the stuff. So these are a couple of the other tools that are out there that are really cool. It was a little bit so you can see it. So there are text to image AI, which there's a lot of these on Google Colab, which is Google's cloud Python system. We'll go over a little bit of that. Disco diffusion is probably one of the most advanced ones that you can openly find right now. That is, we'll go through a little bit of that. That's on Google Colab, and there's a lot of these collabs floating around for different AI stuff. You'll also see a lot of, I think it's Juniper notebooks out there for that, academics share their research with the public. Yeah, there's a lot of text to image websites out there. There's also image, call it super resolution, but these are upscaling, image upscalers basically, done through AI. There's the reverse image to text. There's a couple of those out. Style GAN. GANs, you'll see a lot. Those are generative adversarial networks. The way those work is you'll have one AI generating images, and then you'll have a separate AI evaluating those images. And then that's how it will get better at generating something that would fool a human. I think not Dolly. One of the other ones use that. I've got that running actually locally. I think so. I don't remember, but that was kind of the new hotness like last year. This year, it's all like diffusion imaging, which is what Midjourney and Dolly 2 use, as well as Dolly Mini, I think, use that as well. There's a lot of just straight up text generation out there. There's prompt generators, loads of prompt generators. The OpenAI GTP3 playground. You may have seen that where it will generate like entire articles that you can just say like write an article about this. It will generate a human sounding article. Somebody tried.
God, I would have that for all those English papers I didn't want to write.
Yeah. A couple of guys last week or two ago, tried to get it to write a science paper and then get it published, but they couldn't because an AI can't be an author.
Did they edit the AI?
No. Yeah.
Why can't an AI be an author?
Yo,
Because humans,
this is why we have to show up first. Robot, what?
humans are the worst. That's why.
We can't let him have too much power over us.
I actually saw a video on YouTube about a guy saying Google had a sentient AI, but
Yeah.
Google coded the AI to tell everyone it wasn't sentient no matter what. So it can't be.
Yeah, and they use this GPT-3 is what they use, and that is is trained on like a billion words on the internet over like 3 months. I think it was like $12 million worth of compute power to train this thing, and yeah, I mean it will fool people like 80% of the time. Most of these are free-ish. Some of them have like a free tier to use. I know the Google Colab itself, there is a free tier, but these are using GPUs in the cloud to generate stuff. So there is a subscription for a lot of these. Even Midjourney has a subscription tier as well. Okay. I can see that too. Especially if we get into the game dev side, if you're sending requests to these things, a million times a second, that's going to cost somebody something. We also have some video stuff as well. You've seen the deep fakes. That's only getting better. Some of these will actually just straight up do some video. There is one that is just straight up text to video. It only does like a 4-second like GIF right now, but that's only going to get better. I don't know if I have a link to that.
It's like meme heaven.
Yes. Yeah.
Tom Cruise AI deepfakes.
Yeah.
You know, the government was hiring, the CIA was hiring grad students as meme warriors at one point.
As memes?
I believe that. I believe that.
Apparently that's a thing. Like they control the meme.
It was counter psyops. We've got prompt engineering here. So these will basically write prompts for you that you stick into Disco Diffusion and Midjourney and all these. I guess this is like a retrieval tool. So you can reverse a Midjourney into its potential prompt, which is kind of cool. We also have music generation. I've got a couple of links here for that as well. It's actually pretty neat. It doesn't, OpenAI's jukebox doesn't do lyrics that well.
Could you like, and if it can't do lyrics, but could it do, trying to think of Steve Universe sounding
Chip
like,
tunes?
yeah, could you like tell it to do, for example, running up that hill and like,
Yes, actually, almost explicitly. I think it
Can we
does
see like
have
a
that.
example?
We will get there.
Yeah.
We'll get there.
Okay. I would love like a Steven Universe running up the hills. Can you imagine Steven saying?
Keep that in mind.
like an AR coffee
The thing is, I feel like with music, how would copyright work for AI music? Because it's always going to be taken from other music, and music is so copyrighted.
Yeah, that's a open question right now because
Unless you're a prog That's
Here, I'll give you the answer. Everything's free.
like yeah, like we don't know. That's the thing is a lot of these sites tell you that what their copyright claims are. Midjourney just changed theirs to be more permissive to the users. No one's taken an AI to court yet, so we don't know.
how much money you got?
Disney.
Wombo's like AI is like their pictures are being used as like NFTs. So like,
Oh yeah.
how is that? Because that's like worth money. So that's, I don't know. That's hard.
Yeah, I know Wombo itself will just straight up mint you an NFT from the website.
Yeah.
Um,
And this way, so do landscape.
yeah. So here's the text to mesh here. This is actually it probably would be. No, this is support. I don't know what Kaggle is. I guess that's another Python thing. So this is what the actual Python code looks like. You run all these in the cloud, and then it spits out something or other. We're not going to worry about that. This is the GitHub.
Wow.
So what this is doing, and I think this is taking like a jar and then adding to it whatever its prompt is. So I want to say, yeah, these are the input. So it's basically taking like a sample image, but it's an actual model. And then it will add to it from your prompt and then color it as well.
It's an astronaut horse.
So I think that's literally what the prompt was like a horse as an astronaut or something like that. And that
So it's like a horse.
can't spin it around. Yeah, these are done in PyTorch. There's also PyTorch 3D. This is not the one that I was thinking of earlier.
Maybe that's where I saw it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's definitely where I saw it. I think I saw another video of that on LinkedIn, and it was like a chair.
Yeah, it's been going around. It might be. I don't know which one.
It looks so good.
Yeah, it's just.
What's it called?
Sorry. What is it called?
One of these. We'll find it here. Oops.
I put it in ArcDev. It's like a level 80 article on.
Yeah, because I saw it on my LinkedIn feed of this like really cool antique chair, and it showed it from start to finish, and it had textures and everything.
I think that's where that might have been where I found it.
I
It
don't know if
is.
that one actually has a name, which is two researchers playing with like 3D
I know I posted one there earlier. Not called a video. Where is it?
Why would they not tell you? So rude.
Yeah, I'll find it in a second. So I'll have links to these in the description on YouTube, maybe on Twitch if I remember it.
links for the
For everything you're showing.
Yeah. These are some of the platforms. We'll look at some of that. All right. Yoink, yoink. So Dolly 2. This is Google's not quite the newest creation. The newest thing is called Party, which is very similar. Party.
Oh, this was the video I saw. It's on that thing. Like,
oh yeah, 2 minute papers.
and then they had the chair.
Oh my god! I just got reminded. That's a.
So you put an input image, you take pictures all the way around. And then it just like makes it.
This is kind of like
Yeah.
Epic has an app.
Yeah.
It's kind of like photogrammetry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The reality scan, but it spits it out more as
Weird textures and everything.
a less messy mesh from.
Yeah.
Photogrammetry.
Yeah. That's more 3D scanning than the AI generation.
What she's showing is the AI generation here, but it does take like images.
Yeah. Yeah, because it was using AI to generate those images, like all the way around, and then like reconstructing it.
Can you imagine like getting a job to make a game and then getting sent out to like Europe to like photo scan everything?
Yeah, I mean they did that with
sounds amazing.
they did that with
It's not much easier than just shine fine.
what was it? Notre Dame, the Assassin's Creed. Yeah, the guys went out and like photo scanned it before it burned down. They photo scanned it, the whole thing, and that's what they were using to reconstruct it. Okay, I don't know where this is. All right, we'll come back to it.
Oh yeah, so apparently it's like a scan thing, where like
So, Dolly 2 has been basically like for style transfers. It's really good at doing that.
It's less abstract than imagery. It's more like realistic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what it looks like.
Yeah, and because it uses, let's say, not this page, it uses more parameters than Midjourney, which is how it's able to do higher fidelity image work. We'll see a little bit here.
It's so cute.
Is Party? Wait, this is the Google one.
This is also Google as well. Party.research.google. It is also text to image. It's not. Imagen is also Google. So yeah, they use VQGAN, which is not quite diffusion, but it's the second generation of that. It's using 20 billion parameters and whatnot for its generation. This is a good comparison here on what the different parameters can actually generate.
So,
wow,
did
flashbacks.
someone have to like actually set up those parameters like by hand?
Kind of. It kind of literally that's what it does. That's why it takes like 3 months to, to train these things. But once they're trained, they do still take, I forget how many gigabytes the actual model is. And it also still takes time to actually generate them.
Yeah.
I'll show a little bit of that here on this laptop.
So they take longer than the standard Midjourney ones.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and Midjourney spits out 4 of them at a time, so it does it 4 at a time. So there's more. I think it's like a video card per image that gets used. Yeah, it's a lot.
Oh, I love
It's really good though. Like,
it. Is really good. I feel like with the AI I've used with Wombo, it cannot perceive depth ever. Like it just makes a painting, but like if you ask it to like be indoors somewhere, it just doesn't.
yeah.
It
Yeah.
doesn't have perspective.
Yeah, I recognize that. But the better the images are better when less information.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like Midjourney, it's need to play around a lot with like how you tell the bot to do stuff. But yeah, faces, people, bicycles, cars.
Yeah, it doesn't do.
So, yeah.
Midjourney doesn't do words very well. Occasionally, you can get it to spit out like a word. Specifically, if you give it like a book cover or movie poster, it does a reasonable.
You have to do, there's a certain way of setting up text in Midjourney to like do like any sort of review or design text-based things. But yeah,
Yeah.
it's a lot of like hit or miss.
So, Crayon is what? No, this was.
Fran been having issues with like loading up. I've heard
I don't know. This is my first time having an issue with it. That's garbage. So this was Dolly Mini. They changed their name because they were not affiliated with Google, and Google didn't appreciate that. That sucks. See if we can get it because it's not half bad.
It's not work. Oh wait, I'm not.
it's networking web guest.
It wasn't for me.
Is it really?
Yeah. Let me go to the website. Yeah, I can go to the Pokemon website.
Wait, which website did you go to?
I went to the Pokemon website. Oh, but you want me to go to Crayon?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's just down, which is unfortunate.
The web page is blocked.
What?
Yeah, like I put it in like how you put it in. Like it's a C. Okay, wait, nope. That's a different spell.
YON.
Nah, they're really not moving, dude.
No, it says blocked.
Yeah.
Like it says it on this Wi-Fi it's blocked.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Huh.
What will they
I'll try it. I'm gonna try it from my phone hotspot.
What the University of Memphis want no one to know.
Wow. Okay.
U of M thinks that sounds sketchy.
Yeah. You can Google to really have a sentient AI, but I feel like the sentient AI would I would been together against Google.
What?
The sentient AI from Google, sure sentient, you probably have told us.
No, it's coded not to.
But it's not true sentience
It's
then.
hard coded. It's
It's not
hard-coded.
true sentience then.
All right. So we'll come back to that maybe.
Oh, it works on mine with my phone.
So it's just on. Okay. So it's just through the school network. That's weird.
The one that makes very disturbing faces.
They all do. They all do.
They all
No.
Faces are in hands.
I hate that.
Hands?
It's like oh,
Come on.
every like iceberg video is always a creepy.
Iceberg video.
Uh,
You know, like the tip of the iceberg videos on different things. Oh, I love watching like the Zelda ones or like the dark web ones.
Oh, somebody like bring drowns and stuff.
Just there was one that was Google Earth and it was like really interesting because it was like all the weird things that people have found on Google Earth.
Oh, no.
So this is Disco Diffusion. If you go to discodiffusion.com, it will redirect you to the Google Colab. The Google Colab is kind of just like I said, open source cloud Python environment. Basically, you can copy this to your Google Drive and kind of like forking a GitHub repo. This will save images to your Google Drive if you connect to it. This is updated a lot. See, this has a where is it? Credits and change log. This one actually has where it will spit out a video as well of your creation. It also has a VR mode
What?
where it will spit out dual images for each eye.
Oh, like a 360.
Not a 360 image. It's
You can look at
stereoscopic.
You can look at a 2D image in your VR headset.
Yes, it'll be a 3D. I don't know how it actually works. I've never actually used it, but it is here in the not the create video. There's settings.
You know what I really want? I want an AI that will give me images that are Ortiz. What's the show they use? Legends.
Oh, Fortiche,
Okay.
Arcane.
Arcane. I want an Arcane AI.
Yeah.
I asked Wamba to do it, and they did, and it sucked. Like I actually asked them like 6 months ago. I was like, do Arcane if you can like get it to read every single frame, and they did, but it sucked.
Oh, so the animation mode here in part of the settings, one of them is 3D, and I believe there is when you do the actual render. Part of the settings here is like for zooming and rotating and translating and whatnot. Turbo mode, don't need to worry about that.
VR mode.
There it is, VR mode for 3D animation only. So it will,
Oh, it will make 3D animation.
yeah. So it will render left and right eye. And I think it just spits it out as a MP4. So one of these days I'll try that actually, but yeah, I don't think we actually have time to spit out an actual video.
Like making.
Yeah.
There was on the new season of Westworld, one of the characters is like telling a story, it's generating the whole game. So one of these days you'll just have to start like, hey.
Hey, yo, maybe Hades.
There is a,
Like clippers and strippers and stuff.
I don't think I have a video of it, but there's OpenAI Codex. I posted it in the chat last night, but it's basically writes JavaScript for you, and the dude just made just a little bullet shooter just by typing English. It's actually really weird.
Was it a 3D bullet shooter or was it a 8-bit bullet shooter?
That was just 2D. It was all done in like HTML. I could probably pull up the video in a second. But so for these, I don't need this. Like, all right. So these are kind of these settings here you can mess around with for your text prompt and image prompt. This is kind of like what the Midjourney bot does for you. You can give it image scale. You can give it the crops is kind of how it randomly does the diffusion for the images. The cut in and the cut in batches is basically how close it will try to adhere to your text prompt. The initialization settings, these are your image prompt and the initial scale. The skip steps, the way that the diffusion generation works is that it starts out with complete random noise. And so the first couple of steps that it iterates through is just kind of garbage. So you can usually will just skip the first 10 or so iterations, and then it will, like for your video or whatever, you'll start with something that looks recognizable anyways. Seed. So the seed here is what you can use to recreate your image. I don't know if Midjourney lets you specify the seed, or if you can keep the seed after you generated something you liked.
Like a variation.
Kind of. I think for the variations, I think what it does is it feeds that back into it as the initial image. I think that's how the variations work. Okay. This is something they could do where it could lock in the seed, so you could regenerate an image that you liked. Right now, if you run the same prompt twice, you'll get two different things, and that's kind of part of just part of the process, really. I think it's really it here. So to actually run this, first we can, we'll just step through this here. So telling you it's not run by Google, that's fine, run it anyways. It's a lot of RAM, we know this.
Does it run on GitHub?
I think it will. So this is the actual GPU that Google will give you to run this up in the cloud. There's 4 or 5 different tiers of GPU that this can assign to you. I think the T4 is near the bottom because this is the free tier that I'm using. There's a pro tier, plus tier, and a pro tier. There's 2 more tiers above free that will get you faster GPUs. So we can prepare the folders. This will connect to my Google Drive. Yes. Wow. Hopefully this doesn't take too long. Mount the drives, blah, blah, blah. Okay. This one might actually take a while. So this is actually installing the different models and all the Python dependencies up in the cloud. Bing, bing, bing. Okay, that didn't take too long. Once it gets done, you'll see it will stop going eventually. Down here in this step 2 is your clip settings and your diffusion model. This is the actual image set that the model will use. There are quite a few. So if you just want 512 by 512, which is the default here, you can also just have it generate portraits or different art styles. Specifically, if you just want something super specific, you can use that model for that. And these are some of the clip settings that we kind of looked through from the OpenAI page a little bit here. The more of these you check, the more RAM it actually uses in the cloud. And then eventually you'll end up capping out your instance. And that finished. Okay. We'll run that. Define the functions. And we'll do that. Secondary functions. All right. We're not going to be changing any of this here. You can see all of the actual Python code here on the left. We're not changing any of that either. You could technically download all this stuff and run it locally as well. I'll show you a little bit of how that works. But we'll just hide all that, run it. We're not doing any customizations. The settings we can change. This will be just the title of our image here. Disco tutorial. The steps here is basically the number of iterations that the model will go through. Generally, 250 is basically at the high end of what you want to do. Beyond this, it doesn't do much more. I think like the actual high end is like 1,000 or whatever. I think on this computer, I think on my 3060, it took 1 second per image, so per step. On this laptop, which is a 1060, it took like twice as long. And also we can, probably could change that because I don't need it that big. We'll just keep it.
Is there an AI that will pump out tileable textures or tileable images?
You can do that in Midjourney.
You can.
You can, yeah.
You can, yeah, there's a way of like saying, hey, I want you use the wallpaper tag. That helps a lot for Midjourney. And just say like, I don't know, bark texture, and like hyper realistic and whatever style you're going for, and it'll spit out.
Yeah, I don't know how usable it would actually end up being, but
I haven't dumped them into yet, but it's definitely a very nice looking textures. It's fine.
yeah, I'll probably be getting like a normal map out of it as well. I know there are different programs that will auto-generate like a normal map from an image.
I'd probably take it into design. There's so much you can do in design. You never need design help. I took the class, but honestly, I knew everything before. Oh yeah, yeah.
definitely was a use of the material they've been written for to plug into a designer. That would kind of be my designer for using the journey images for
Yeah.
designer. So
Yeah.
Okay.
I like the bitmap route where instead kind of make everything in there.
Okay, I think that's saved. We've got that. Settings. Whoops. That's not what I wanted. Where is?
So I have to be very descriptive sometimes and write
Oh
like.
my gosh.
Yeah.
Well, you wrote a whole paragraph?
Yeah.
Yeah, the prompts for Midjourney. There's no limit on the amount of words you can use.
Pirate people.
Generally,
They're so cool.
generally it's 60 words is about the limit of what you want to actually put in. And this is there we go. So this is the actual prompt that you would actually put in here for your text.
See a blood by Greg Rasky, Thomas
Thomas Kincaid.
Training on Artesian, Yellow Cluster.
Yeah, so you can put commas and have multiple prompts to blend your different styles together.
Can we see the
I
back?
did show
We can see it.
do two more.
So there's also this is for animations as well. So at scene 1, it does this prompt. At frame 100, it will do this prompt. We're not going to do an animation, but that's there for you. We got that. That's a prompt. And then we just do the diffusion. And then it will run there. Here. There. Okay. So we're going to run this. Hopefully, I don't know if it will take how long this will actually take. There we go.
Hey, does it look AI generated?
And then I think I can look at,
Yeah, it is.
see if I can, in my drive,
Misfits cover, Rob Zombie cover.
files.
So I use it as a reference. I actually have this book. That's my reference. So
Images out. Okay. So if we do this,
Wow. It looks way better than Mondo.
it's my addiction is my crack cocaine. My mid-journey, I don't know, but it's pretty interesting. I can see the quote that's in the map.
in my drive, we've
I have
got
a picture of
AI,
your environment that I kind of got stuck on.
disco
Like what I
diffusion,
wanted to do with it. Like
images out,
And
disco
I really
tutorial.
wanted to like concept over it or something, but I didn't want to do it. I didn't have time to do it myself, so I was like, maybe if I like put it in there. Yeah.
I'm sorry. Actually, I have there's a lot of so these are what's my early so I did a lot of photographs and right
Okay, so while this is going, we can also just see what's going on Midjourney here. Where'd that go? Yoink. So this is the Midjourney Discord here.
I'm sorry. Oh, is that Godzilla? Wait,
Yeah, the yellow Godzilla.
Oh, it's so cute. It looks like
It looked like a fish.
a
It's like,
puppy and a fish and a parrot.
So this Discord is pure chaos.
what?
you have to DM
How do you get it to work? I've been trying to get.
That's not even this Toast Man.
No. Well, I guess while you're on the free trial, I think you can.
I had to go to my privacy settings and change it and then DM the bot.
Yeah, normally DMing is a subscriber feature, but here is the fact.
I used to just scroll up.
You would think that.
It used to say, oh, I guess we can look at the welcome here. Here, directions. So basically, when you join the Discord, which I think is just discord.dg/midjourney, it'll take you here. You will get automatically assigned a part of the newbie channel,
Yeah.
which you can. It's a lot. It's a lot.
So why don't we even have newbies?
Because there's so many people joining that this is the only way it's usable. So what you do is here, the only one I have access to is newbie room 27, newbie room 57, and 87. I think these other ones here, you'll need to be a subscriber to use, I believe. It won't let me actually type in here. But you can just look and see what other people are actually doing. Yeah. And there's like for characters, people are putting in this is what they use to get this.
What commands do you use?
It's just /imagine. So you do /imagine, you type in your prompt, and hit go.
Because I did it,
Oh.
and instead of like actually computing anything, it just put it in as if it were chat. Even though I said /imagine, and then it like came up with the thing that's like, oh, you want to do this? And I was like, yes. And then I put in what I want to do, and it didn't go through. And I was like, oh no.
Slash imagine.
Wow, this must put avocado night.
I guess whatever you're typing or if you plug in the URL.
I think that's all avocado.
8 aspect ratio, whatever size you're.
No.
Yeah, you can. I think the.
Do you have the access to showing how it works? Sorry.
Oh yeah, I was looking for their books. Their. You just open the link, right? Yeah. So this is their manual. Yeah. Code of conduct. Yeah. Don't make porn. Don't do gore.
It's banned blood in certain rooms, but it's found ways of making blood.
Yeah, people get creative. Yeah, no, that's one of the examples they used.
Seasons of Revelation.
So yeah, you just type /imagine space and then you enter in your prompt. And I think there is a like -DM. It takes a few minutes, blah, blah, blah. And then you'll have the U is for upscaling. So if you like one of these, you click on the U to upscale. If you want a different version of it, you'll have your version variant 1, 2, 3, and 4. Click on that, and then you'll get more variants in this style. You could save it. There it is. Oh, you use the. Did that change that?
Yeah, you can use emojis.
Well, no, but if you react with the envelope emoji, that's how it DMs you. Yeah. And yeah, so we can try it. Super Bone Crayon didn't work. Let's see, there's the different commands. I don't think you can like the fast and relax toggles. I think that's subscriber only. I don't think you actually need the invite link anymore. So here are the different parameters. You have your prompt, which is can just be publicly available image anywhere from like Google Image or whatever. I think you put that in. Does the image prompt have to be first?
Yeah, or well, not really. I just put it first, but you can put it like after.
Okay. There's also IW for image weight. So if you just want it by default, it takes each prompt equally and just kind of equally meshes them together. You can change the weight in order to weight it more towards your image prompt or not. And then the no command is basically a negative image prompt or image weight or prompt weight that it will take out that that prompt for that.
It'll add like a head instead of body.
Yeah.
Like it's not a person, it's a head.
Yeah.
You have your width and height that you can. Hey, there is seed here.
Like, it's like trying to see what that. So seed.
So the seed is the random number that it's using to generate these images. So if you give it a seed, it should, in theory, generate the same image. You give it a number.
So the number would be like the number that would generate, or
That's just the seed. So basically, any integer, you give it this like dash seed, and then you just give it a number.
so you give it a number, and then you see like the seed, and you just reuse that number, it regenerates that.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think there's any way to get the seed after you generate it. So you would have to keep that in mind when you're doing the prompt. It does do video. That's neat. So you can give it dash video to, it'll spit out the video of your progression. I guess that has to be DM to you. Your image weight, fast, vibe, that's a new one. Oh no, that's the old one. Huh. HD stop, up light. Not quite sure what that does.
So
Oh, hey, there is same seed.
with the thumbnails it spits out, instead of like making it really detailed and grotesque, you can like have it upscale and be like a softer version, like closer to the thumbnail, like bigger.
Okay. Cool. So yeah, you can do same seed, which sits the same seed across all images of the resulting grid. That's cool. You can change your aspect ratio as well. So you can do widescreen, 4:3 or whatever. And then all the shortcuts for everything. Yeah, it's the image prompt with URL, awaits, and prompt preference. So yeah. There is a daily theme. If you do subscribe to this, they spit out a daily theme every day, and these are people.
Wow, what is that?
I think the daily theme right now is Muppets.
Oh god.
It's a lot of like angry crickets, elbows.
I don't know what that
That's one
is.
thing.
Earthworm. Huh. Yeah, and people have been doing the double colon instead of the commas to do multiple prompts.
I use it as a deleting tool.
And yeah, like we said before, there's no actual limit to the number of words your prompt can use. But I think they said that like after 60 words, uh, it's kind of stops listening to you.
To even technology guy is on that.
Yeah, this spot is a guy. This is not
Wow, what?
All right. So yeah, we can try this. It's insane.
I just removed there was 20.
Uh,
how do you join this?
Discord.gg/midjourney.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so give me a prompt.
Me driving a car. In space.
Pig driving.
Unreal Engine 5. Unreal Engine 5 diesel,
Space.
art station trending. In the style of Michael Jordan. Sorry.
Art station trending.
No, also Studio Ghibli art.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Switch Michael Jordan to Studio Ghibli. I'm sorry.
This time.
Pickle.
Oh God.
Studio. I'm not doing pickle.
Why not? We all
No
got put
pickles.
information. Come on, ask.
No. Oh.
How do you spell Ghibli? G-H.
G-H.
Ghibli.
Um,
H-L-I?
In front of pig, can you put Minecraft?
Fine.
Okay, Ghide.
Put Minecraft in plus. Yeah.
Oh, as a plus means something.
It like focuses in. That might help.
Minecraft pig.
Oh wait, Minecraft. Okay, no, delete the plus. I'm sorry. I thought it was like a separate Minecraft thing.
No, it's like a Minecraft.
Unreal.
Yeah, look, and a pirate has a passion.
Hyper realistic.
I can't wait.
Trending on ArtStation.
And well, you mentioned lighting. My work was commas. I'm sorry.
Old pictures from ArtStation and use that.
It kind of focuses it on that ArtStation style.
So it's more likely to be something.
Right.
Yeah.
Same with sticking in the Unreal Engine. It kind of gives it that that kind of art style.
Not a shitty picture.
You might want to put commas in between Unreal Engine and hyper realistic training workstation. This is my daily drive.
Hey, work is art is work. So
Volumetric lighting.
can we get a Pikachu in there also?
Nope, too late.
What?
Oh, it's gonna make a pink car.
Minecraft pig.
Yeah.
It's like the Kirby car.
Oh my gosh!
Ah, I like the second one.
Oh wow.
Like, what is this?
Wow. Okay. Wait. You gotta get a close up.
Oh, look at the first one. It has like actual eyeballs.
Yeah.
And oh, yeah, I'm gonna talk about
Oh, down there.
There you go.
Wow. Oh, that was very Minecraft right there.
Yeah.
Number two.
Yeah.
That's handy for like D&D stuff.
Minecraft too, drop in not necessarily drop the car, but
It has the Minecraft clouds in the background too.
Oh, that's
But that has weird eyes.
oh no, but I like the first one.
The first one.
Yeah. I like Piglet.
So then we just upscale this one.
Then you got. Cricket. Oh, it's upstairs.
Oh my gosh. Look at
It's so cute. Look at the road.
oh god, the road looks
Unreal Engine, Ghibli, Minecraft.
does it
There's
look
like so many different styles.
does it even look Ghibli?
No.
It's more Unreal Engine and Minecraft.
Yeah, I think it even with the Wombo just doing Ghibli art is I don't think it's that
No.
There's a way to get it to look red on the interior. See much Ghibli art on the gallery.
Wombo, like every single they keep putting out new things, but like they all look the same. Like these new like styles, but they all look the same. Or she or the other one.
wow, you really don't like Wombo.
I was annoyed because I got on it like 2 days ago, and I was like, "What is this shit?"
I used to
Oh, whoa! What is that?
yeah, it has its little weird details.
It's like that's not necessary.
You can do light up scale review, and then it will soften
But we're holding to upscale to the max.
the image. Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah.
That's a good portrait.
Oh,
Neo.
she's a K-pop star.
Oh, okay. I guess if anybody needs a picture of Mona Lisa, it's her.
So our disco diffusion finished. I think I have to reload. Here we go.
Whoa! What did you put in?
This was the example prompt, but this is the prompt. A beautiful painting of a singular lighthouse, shining its light across a tumultuous sea of blood by Greg Witkowski and Thomas Kincaid, printing on ArtStation, with a yellow color scheme.
It's so
Oh my
pretty.
gosh. Yeah, it looked like it's a bigger lighthouse
Oh, I
just
saw
In the
shining
background.
Do you know
over
I
the
found
little
your thing on the
lighthouse.
ArtStation, or not ArtStation, the gallery? It came up first, so I typed in Ghibli in the gallery.
I did say piglet. Oh gosh. Who idea was that?
I don't know.
Who thought that was a good idea?
It's like that, and Yu Yu Hakusho's getting a Netflix adaptation.
But
I saw that. That was weird. All right, so yeah, that was Disco Diffusion. That works out pretty well.
Yeah, you space and I can what it. I probably put that
Yeah, I did.
Okay, so we are running out of time, but I do want to hit up some of the music generation stuff.
Woo! We're gonna make it simple here.
Kids, you running up that hill.
We-
What is it?
we
What
can.
about you put Steven Universe music or something?
Yeah.
So this is OpenAI's Jukebox. It basically uses all of that same tech that we saw for images, but it uses it with music. So it will regenerate music from basically noise into whatever styles that you give it. And you can, let's see. So this is here. Very different songs, completions, fun songs. See, I don't know if this is actually open. I don't think it is. Okay, so what we can do with the jukebox is just listen to the things that they've already generated. So if you want, and I think the unseen lyrics is actually,
I don't know. I would like to put him together in the style of Rage.
I don't know what,
Yeah.
I don't know what this is. It's not saved on SoundCloud. I don't know if that lyrics
You know it's gonna be alright. Let the darkness fade away. Oh, you're gonna feel the same. Restless tighter. Take the longest and I'm there. I'll be there in vain all my soul. When darkness is right and night. And a bitch is right.
this is in English-ish.
So you know it's gonna be alright. Don't you know it's gonna be alright? When you don't know how to feel, when you're no need for some love, if you gotta feel the sadness. But I don't need to call you up to live. I don't need to call you up and say I don't need to call you. You should stay. We should say too loud. Don't you know it all? Don't you know right?
singing.
Well, I would just like remove lyrics, like just have it as.
So yeah, this is AI research from a couple of years ago. Moobert is an actual service that you can sign up and pay for and actually generate tracks for you. AIVA is also kind of the same thing.
Is there restrictions on how you use the music?
I'm sure there is.
Like want to make like air filter use sound, use it as
I think for most of these, that's okay. I don't know what the actual copyright is. Maybe if we sign it. There is some terms of use. There's an API studio for streamers.
Hopefully we won't be copyrighted for like making songs that sound like our favorite artists. Maybe
Well-
I did like a White Parade from My Chemical Romance.
We'll find out. I think this one is more like picking genres or instead of like specific artists. So we cannot do Running Up the Hill as Steven Universe. At least not with this one. So yeah, for the free version of this one, it does require attribution. Just saying that you got it from Moobert. Only for personal projects. 30 minutes of music daily, which is more than I need. Download 25 tracks per month, which is perfectly fine. In MP3 formats only. For the creator pack, $14 a month. Social media channels, podcasts, or NFT art. 2 hours daily, 500 tracks. Lossless. Can be monetized. Then $40 a month for commercial projects, which is not bad.
Can you not make songs already, or
I think this one. You can compose. This one actually is more permissive here. Somewhat. I don't know if what it will let us actually do. Let's make an account real quick. Sure. I am a game developer. Skip. Editor. Ah, crud. Oh, it's a freaking piano editor. All right, I might have to tap the music folks here to scope this out, because this might be above my pay grade.
like that's okay. He wanted to do a speech after. Eight.
Six eights.
With the honky piano.
I've seen people use
Okay, computer 3. I'm gonna read.
No, I just see the face.
Oh, snap. Okay.
All right, so while that's going, this is AI Dungeon. You may have seen this on the YouTubes.
With all the AI that actually are sentient.
This is basically an AI story generator. Don't have time to go through all of this, but it is basically an AI that tells you a story.
Ooh.
I have seen it. They have games based around it, right? Like
Yeah.
apps.
Yep.
how is it more like a written story? Or
It's all text based. And I think they recently added some 2D art as well. I don't know if the art is like AI generated. It actually might be as well. It's the popular scenario.
Wait, what did it say? Listen. Crowd cheer outside the castle gate. You managed to successfully do the thing that no one else could. You start a crazy quote for some all-powerful being to destroy the world. Honestly, you had no idea how you did it. But all you did simply remove one gemstone, then drop it. Regardless of the instant success, the king had chosen to reward you. You were given a large sum of gold, land, and even a title. Lastly, you given the opportunity to choose a woman as your bride. Many throughout the kingdom are very grateful and more than happy with the arrangement. With this in mind, who you choose: princess, queen, knight, maid, priestess, maid, thief, werewolf, elf, pirate, assassin. Let's go with the werewolf.
Nope, that is going to be an exercise to you guys.
What?
I am not.
With the title like that, it has to be.
Yo!
Oh.
So, this is Replica Studios. This is really fucking cool. Let me see. Am I signed in?
We don't want to pay for actors.
It's real good. So, yeah, so what this does is, like it says, this is doing voice synthesis for text to speech. And they have. It's pretty good.
Or
It
is
is
it like
pretty good.
TikTok, or is it Siri, or is it like
Can we get a Morgan
Human.
Freeman to do to act like he's a little girl or something?
Crap, where's the samples?
I think I would get Windows.
Oh, right. You can train your own voice on this thing.
oh, I have seen this.
So you make
Oh,
So, yes, I could train my own voice to do stuff.
who did that? Porter Crew did that.
Yes, I don't think they used this one, but they did do something similar, yes.
Yeah, so we can make Is it?
Not
Like,
not at the moment, no.
wow. Okay.
But yes.
But if you have enough videos of someone else talking and you like play them out,
Oh, we
like
definitely doing Mother
you can
Feet.
like get them their voice right to do something.
Yep.
And then you're supposed to like check a checkbox saying like, oh, like you're not using someone else's voice.
Here it is. Listen to the demos. Boop, boop, boop. So they have different styles. You can also change the style of the voice read in code, basically.
Listen up. We're using non-lethal rounds as we don't expect much resistance. Team A will enter through the front while Team B covers the rear exit.
A lot of these are heavily accented, I should say.
That's not entirely true. The boy wanted to see a dragon, and so he did. It's not my fault that he ran up to it trying to pet it like a damn fool.
Okay, that one's good.
There's some slight like distortion in it.
Whoever taught you how to fight must be dead by now, because that was the weakest attack I've ever been struck by.
A little TikTok.
So hey, nice place you got here. Looks real professional and kinda slick. Maybe we can make a deal.
How charming. Tell me, Darian, why does your breath smell so bad? Have you been rinsing your mouth with ogre piss again?
Definitely, yeah.
He came in here touting a gun and threatening to shoot up the place. Come now. I can fulfill your every desire. I could make you worshipped by all, more powerful than the gods. All you have to do is submit your will to me.
Well, you did a good deal.
Oh, that's cute. Come on, a bunch of us are heading to Artie's. First round's on me.
Do you think you are safe? I will find you, and when I do, I will rip and tear you limb from limb. I will end you.
Ravenna, I don't think you understand the severity of your actions. If the Black Soul Stone breaks, thousands of tortured, demented, and evil souls will spill into the realm.
Hello, stranger. Needing a new set of armor, are ya? I mainly specialize in plated armor, but on the odd occasion I've worked with leather as well. That'll be to gold pieces.
No, please, don't kill me. I can help you regain the throne, but only if you let me live.
And they're constantly improving and like redoing their voices as well, they get more time to train their AI and stuff. You can feed it. What is it called? There is a markdown language that you can use for emotion and intonation. It just feeds directly into this. So that's how you get these different styles. We can look at the resources. API docs. SSML is the specification here. And you can give it strength, volume, pitch. I think there is an actual emotion tag that you can use as well. Yep. Strength, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, and for the price, I believe it is not half bad. I want to say they give you 4 hours. They give you 2 hours for free, and then it's basically 4 hours of dialogue for $24, which is not bad. Let's see how our honky tonks shanty went. And this is the IVA.ai. Yeah. Yes, end of this month.
Well, we've been getting here in person, but VR Jam?
Yeah, we're doing a VR Jam. It is the 30th through the 7th this month. So next couple of weeks. That's not that bad. Final thing to round us out is this is Ludo.ai. And this is basically an AI game development suite. This is basically will generate ideas for you.
Oh, okay. I thought we actually make games.
Not exactly.
Yeah, I'm like, whoa.
Not exactly. It's close. They do have some code generation, like GitHub Copilot kind of helps you code. Doesn't necessarily do it all for you, but so yeah, this is kind of a companion to a game design document where it kind of will generate these images and concepts for you, depending on what you actually want to make. So it is basically literally a game jam simulator. The price is not half bad. For the free version, you get one project, a game design document, some 25 idea generations a month, some basic trends. You can do some image search basics and some game search basics. Basically, if you want to see if a game has already been made or something similar to your idea, you could use this to see what else is out there. You can check it out. New releases, we can basically just generate some new ideas if we wanted to. Yeah, we might try this for the VR game jam coming up.
So are we all gonna work on one game or? Oh, yeah.
No, I
Let's
tried
just-
doing a board game that failed. Board games are.
Games are hard.
Just end up reskinning the game.
I have a really good way of making really fast VR game art that we did for our game where instead of texturing everything and having to do like atlasing and stuff, you get a gradient map and you push and pull the UVs of the model along the gradient, and it textures it. And you can like put shadows in with like a darker part on the bottom and highlights and pull up. It's kind of like vertical gradients.
That reminds me of when you make a glass, you stretch out text like high. You stretch out.
Okay, give me a game description real quick.
Okay, a game description?
Yep.
Okay, eco-terrorists fights a mega corporation, but they sell pickles.
Megacorps. And pickles.
And pickles.
Say psychic pickles.
What the?
God damn
What
it.
I
deal?
don't know how I feel about that. Psychic pickles.
Psychic.
I said sidekick, but psychic is better.
Psychic, yes.
Wait, how do you spell psychic? Psychic.
Psychic.
That does not look right.
Is that not right? He has
I think that's
Take out
right.
the H. I think.
no H?
Psychic.
There's an H somewhere in there.
Psychic.
Oh,
What?
right. It doesn't
Hey,
work
Miss Spelling Bee over here.
I did just graduate from college. So fresh.
Okay. The modern day when megacorps and psychic pickles have the latest threat have been unleashed upon the earth by the evil Dr. Zembrock.
A super soldier turned psycho terrorist. That is just something out of Marvel.
Okay, Dr. Zembrock is one of the megacorps and had utilized some of his advanced technology to create megacorpses. This evil. I'm gonna finish. Okay. Control a giant dragon to kill the enemy team. The players need to avoid with the enemy and zoom the environment to destroy them. If the enemy touches the enemy, they will be shot. I did not know that happens. Shoot the evil creature and catch them. The more you shoot, the faster they move. If the evil creature gets catched by the evil pickups, it'll even go destroy it. Okay. I kind of want to do this in like a 90s kid voice, like a video game.
Oh yeah.
No, like a kid saying it.
Yeah.
Something like that.
One of our studio groups for game design made a game called Cardboard Hero, and it's all like cardboard kids, like fantasy, and like the trailer was like a kid narrating it, and it was so good. Yeah. No, their trailer
Game
was so good.
Fusions! Unique soundtrack with premium drum and bass, piano, and chiptune.
No, it's our studio.
Over 50 missions with 6 levels of difficulty. 4 story mode with 5 chapters. 3 new bosses, each with different skills. 4 type of characters. We design improved maps. Even though this is the first game
Basically, we work with the game design. So,
more
like,
unique and better design enemies. Collect, evolve over 100 different kinds of dragons. But do we have like 3 characters or something?
So I did.
4. Okay, I guess we.
Yeah.
For 100 dragons. Okay, cool.
We had like these 3 thesis classes. They would work on a project. And then for game design, they had to like do everything from scratch. Like, your thesis had to be like brand new.
Yeah.
Dog, you gotta be kidding me.
Okay, so.
It won't generate a title. That's the hardest part.
They're like, fuck you.
Everything we try to do. They just come up with something. Last story fantasy or something. Wait a minute, the last story is an actual game made by the same guy who did Final Fantasy.
Too late.
That's smart too. That's like a really good idea. You don't have to have this mechanic game.
Yeah. He did like all like
That's the
super
fine
text
story.
animations, I think.
So yeah, I'm going to dig more into this
The
one
programmer who
and
like,
see what it can actually do.
He was like the main lead.
I want to do like a completely AI generated game. But yeah, that's basically everything. I don't know if there's anything else that we can look at. There is a.
Yeah.
Oh, right, cog video. Let's see what this looks like.
Yeah.
Cog video.
So they got the best trailer award.
It's smart. It's a smart idea.
So yeah, this is the one that will do little, completely generated little videos.
That one girl screaming that's like Taylor Swift.
Which one?
All of
The
them.
brunette one in the middle on the left. She for the first frame,
Oh, yeah.
like when it was frozen, she
Oh.
looked like Taylor Swift. Then she didn't look like Taylor Swift.
Okay. My.
But yeah, this is just the text to video generation here.
It's a human hand lion.
Yeah, I don't know why that lion
Hilarious.
has a head, has a hand, but is drinking water.
So is this from a real image or is this an AI generated?
These are all AI generated images.
Kind of reminds me of this is not a real human images.
Yep. Yep.
Oh yeah, that was creepy. I was like, have I seen him in my dreams? He's a creepy guy.
Wait, is this like
It's
Oh,
like
you
a
never
face.
know, like one.
And it's
I think
like,
it's like
everyone's
but it was like
thinks
this
they've
face
seen this
that
person like in their
everyone was
dreams,
showing like.
but he's not like a real person.
And like it was
I
never.
guess I don't know.
thing.
I think someone may have drawn it.
Ever I have not seen. So it was just like this like fake thing. It's just
I'm sure one day someone's gonna have like this is not a real human next to
like
people that
he's
look
still a
similar
creepy
to
Oh,
guy.
they already
Like,
They do. This face does not exist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that what this
They
is?
have like Facebook profiles that are made with AI people, and Facebook has to like go and take them down. But like, how do they know?
This person does not exist.com.
I'm sure like someone can like explain things.
Oh, yeah.
Like that? Isn't that real?
That's like a real
That's
person.
like a
I'm
real
just saying.
person.
That looks like a
look,
real
her
person.
teeth aren't even white. That's a real human.
Yo, you gotta make these people more beautiful than this. Like not
This
weird.
person does not exist.
I believe that person exists.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if people like have taken these images and then tried to find
Maybe
out
not
real
that,
life
but
twin.
that person definitely exists. I'm sorry.
Her eyes are so close together though. And her forehead's huge.
What you got?
Whoa.
He kind of looked like a little bit like Steven Seagal. No,
What?
not Steven Seagal. I'm thinking who played Rambo? Yeah, Sylvester. Kind of have a little Sylvester.
Oh, that's
That
definitely
person-
a Karen.
That person exists. I'm sorry.
That's a Karen right there. They really did good with like mouths. All the mouths are pretty on point.
That
Oh
person.
my god.
But there's something going on with her eye. There's something going on.
Yeah, their eyes.
Oh, I think it's half glasses. They like tried to do glasses at some point.
Oh.
Wow. So she doesn't exist. But okay. Unless somebody got like a thing in her eye. Like that.
Like,
Like,
piece of plastic coming out of it.
yeah, somebody got into a whole bunch of
Sure,
accidents.
she's like AI.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, you definitely exist.
I've heard children it's weird with.
We haven't seen one yet.
Yeah, you was this.
Oh, that's
I've
definitely
seen
a
her
hippie.
before. You was this, honey.
There's a reflection thing on
This AI really thinking he making something.
Like, why even try glasses? Well, oh yeah, because like the side of the face doesn't line up.
Honey, you was this.
You're like, I've seen her.
college.
Oh, she's not happy.
Subway.
She's not
You work
happy.
in subways? No wonder. If I work in subway too, I'm probably mad too.
Oh, her chin is like, or not her chin, her jaw is like not existent, but she's skinny, so it doesn't make sense.
You really do, you study it now.
It is.
No.
Oh gosh, what's
Oh, look
happening?
at the eyeball!
Oh gosh! Give me refresh the image. Refresh the image.
She had a child next to her.
Refresh the image. Sorry.
Ah! He has a lazy eye. Maybe not. Oh my god, I went to the bathroom and I had my eyeliner was like all under my eyes. It was like black. I was like, no,
This guy looks like a meme.
He looks like a pastor. Or a redneck. Or a redneck.
Are they all the same thing?
He looks like he sits in a stock trading floor.
That is somebody engineer leader.
Yeah.
Software leader. Be like, yo, I believe in you. You all can do this. Mark, there's a lot of Mark Zuckerberg dad.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
He look like he got like 26 kids.
Her forehead's too big, or she would be a person. Like, look how stretched out her forehead. She has a 7 head. Like, forget 5 head. Oh my god.
Dang, that forehead is disturbing.
Dude.
You know
Like, she's
what?
An alien.
I think the AI finally did its job right there. Like,
But like,
That is pretty good.
that's a pretty normal kid.
There's like something that's.
but it's something with the. What about? Okay, I think it got a ski mask.
What's on the hat?
I think it was
Oh,
a
the
ski
head.
mask.
It's like her hair is like bald. I didn't know what to do.
Oh. Maybe she
Yeah,
got
the
cat-
hat. The hat is merging with the hair here.
Oh, dude, see, doing that thing with Jotaro does. Gosh. I mean, are you balding?
What is up with their foreheads? All of them are huge. That's why
I
they
think
do
this, I think this is a pretty normal forehead though. Like it's a big
That
forehead,
is
but it's a
that is
pretty normal.
normal.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wow, she got the Vegeta peak. Oh wait, yo, see, look, kind of like a man.
I think some of these people could be trans.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry for handsome.
I'm sure people have been using these in like dating sites and stuff.
Oh man, it's the
You
worst.
gotta have more. I don't trust.
Catfished by someone who doesn't even. Like that one would be a good Facebook profile picture.
Yeah. But the thing is, you gotta have multiple profile pics.
Take that and then use it as a input to measuring.
Okay, yeah, you're right. You're
This
right.
is
You had like 3 arms.
3D cam.
For more fun.
You like all
I
you
think-
on your
Here
body.
we go.
I think this is what I was looking at earlier on how to generate a 3D
I want to know
image.
what that one thing is that you posted. I want to know who made it, but it's not anywhere. Let's say what it
I
is.
think it's like just two researchers playing with AI. I don't think it's like a dedicated program.
It should be. Yeah.
Soon. Next year, probably.
I'm sure they've been offered money.
Like, sure, Adobe's gonna have a plugin for it.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, it's basically just takes voxels and spits out a 3D image.
Ooh. Rough. It's like Minecraft.
Yeah. It's more of a it's more of a point cloud.
Reality scale looks like that. They're not smoother.
It's a lot
If
of,
it's
like,
raw, yeah, there's a lot of floating polygons everywhere.
video they showed is like misleading.
There was something. There was this one app. I can't remember what it was called. It was like Unland.
Oh, is it still made by Epic?
I think Epic may have bought it.
Yeah.
It was an app. It was like a social media where you could scan things and share it with other people on those, but there weren't many people on it. But my friend showed it to me, and you could just scan anything, just walk around it, take pictures, and it would turn into a model.
Yeah, I do remember that.
Is what? Yeah. I know Reality Escape next to 3D thing, 3D viewer,
Sketchfab.
Yeah, it's next to that.
But reality scan, you can't get it on your phone yet. Can you?
I have the beta. But it's. It's
So wait, do they like split
it's
the information
scan
to like
and
something?
have some examples.
Is that what they're trying to say?
It's not so much that they split it, but it does like kind of upres it from the smaller model into the larger one. It's kind of
So
wild.
it's just like passing on.
Yeah, like each one of these blocks is kind of like with those images from Midjourney. So it just iterates itself until it goes into a chair ish.
Yeah. But I mean, yeah.
But yeah, that's basically it. We do have a game jam coming up.
I didn't realize how hard it was to get action figures to stand up on their limbs. But
Yeah.
so,
VR Jam 2022.
Yeah.
It's being put on by a bunch of VR YouTubers,
Woo! Let's go.
and it's from July 30th, that Saturday, to that next Sunday, August 7th. It's mostly going to be online. We might meet up here out for one of these days. Maybe. We could. Yeah. Yeah, we could do something like that. But this is going to be, I guess it starts in the morning instead of the afternoon like most game jams. So,
we have like a 5 p.m. like kickoff, like still like I guess brainstorming stuff, and then come in.
When are they gonna give us a prompt?
it'll probably be that Saturday.
Okay.
They usually will wait till that right before it kicks off.
Want to try to do a VR car game or something?
Mm-hmm. Depends on what the depends on what the theme is. Yeah.
Maybe it's really Marvel Avengers superheroes.
Superheroes.
Superpowers.
Alrighty. All right. So yeah. Anybody have questions or anything about all the garbage we went through today?
Was this garbage or
Where will these links be posted? Everything you looked at?
This will be on YouTube, and maybe Twitch, if I can figure out how to archive the VOD.
was this garbage or was it treasure? I think this was treasure.
Post some of the links in the Discord.
Yeah, I post them all. I post them in the meetup channel. Yeah. Yeah. That worked out pretty good. I'm gonna try this one as well. just to see, but I'll do that later. So yeah, it is 8:30. I guess that's about an hour or so in. Good deal. All right. I don't know if anyone's watching on the live stream or not, but thanks for watching. See how many viewers we got?
Yeah.
Who knows? Probably 0. Actually, I can check.